Hey guys, it's Sanya and this is our channel Educational Enjoy. We are going to study Death of a Naturalist written by CMS Hinney और CMS Hinney को आप लोग देख ही सक रहे हैं. So let's start with the video. यहाँ पे सारे लाइंस नहीं लिखे हुए हैं, मतलब कुछ कुछ वर्ड्स लेटर्स लिखे हुए हैं, तो फिर मैं वही शुरू कर रही हूँ, मतलब रीडिंग बोलना कर रही हूँ पहले. All year, the flax dam festered in the heart of the townland, green and heavy-headed. Flax had rotted there, weighted down by huge sods. Flax dam festered means संबंध खराब हो जाना. Soded means सड़ जाना. Huge sods, विशाल सोड. Daily it sheltered in the punishing sun. Bubbles gargled delicately. Blue bottles wove a storm grace of sound around the smell. Sheltered means extreme heat. Gargled meaning in Hindi करारे किए. Now let me start with the explanation of all year till smell. This line describes a flax dam, a man-made pond for shocking flax plants, which is located in the middle of small town. Over the course of the year, the flax a plant has delayed there, becoming heavy and weighted down by large pieces of soil, telling us that flax dam gets very hot under the strong sunlight every day. The poet describes bubbles forming from the rotting flax and buzzing sound produced by blue bottles, a files, a common insect attracted to delay material. There were dragonflies, spotted butterflies. But best of all was the warm, thick shower. Shower means a thick layer of frog eggs found on surface of the water. Of frog's brain that grew like clotted water in the shade of the banks. Spotted का मतलब होता है धब्बेदार और frog's vein means मेंढक का बच्चा. Here every spring I would fill jampotfuls of jeweled. I am reading this paragraph once again. These lines once again. Here every spring I would fill jampotfuls of the jeweled. Speaks of range on window, skills at home. Oh, on sleeves at school, and wait and watch until fattening dots burst into nimble swimming tadpoles. Nimble means fast, jaldi. Miss Walls would tell us how the daddy frog was called a bullfrog, and how he croaked, and how the mummy frog laid hundreds of tight little eggs, and this was frog's brain. Frog's brain. The poet used to collect frog's vein in jars in every spring and place them on the windows at home or on the shelves at school. He didn't. He did then wait and watch as the eggs transformed into tadpoles. The poet remember the lesson taught by teacher Miss Waltz, which was about the life circle of frog. She explained that the male frog is known as bullfrog, how it makes a croaking sound, and how the female frog lays hundreds of eggs, which are the frog's vein. You could tell the weather by frog too, for they were yellow in the sun and brown in the rain. Then one hot day when fields were rank with cow dung in the grass, the angry frogs invaded the flax dam. I ducked through hedges to a course, croaking that I had not heard before. इन्वेटेड का मतलब होता है आक्रमण करना. नाउ यू कुड टेल वाला का एक्सप्लेनेशन कर रहे हैं. इन दिस लाइन द पोएट said that frogs act as an indicator of the weather season. They appeared yellow in the sunlight and turned brown when it rained. On hot day, as soon as the fields were full of cow dung, the frogs seemed to invade the flax dam. The poet was taken aback by this sudden aggressive croaking from the frogs, a sound that was new and unnerving to him. मतलब वो साउंड ऐसा था कि उन्होंने कभी सुना भी नहीं है और कभी ये भी नहीं किया है, और ऐसा साउंड हो सकता है वो कभी ऐसे सोचे भी नहीं. The air was thick with a bass chorus. Right down the damp grass beneath, frogs were cocked on sods. Their loose necks pulsed like snails. Bleed means पेट वाले. Some hopped the slap and pulp were obscene threats. Some sat poised like mud generates, their blunt heads farting, not farting. Explanation is of that last one which I taught is the air as being full of deep, resounded corking from the frogs. He vividly describes the scene with large bellied frogs sitting on piece of turf, their throats pulsating as they croaked, much like sails blowing in the wind. Some frogs were hopping around, their movements making loud, threatening sound. Others sat still, linked to mud generates, and the sounds they made are described in a crude, almost humorous way. I second, turned and ran. The great smile kings were gathered there for vengeance. I knew that if I dipped my hand, the swain, the Spain, Spawn, would clutch it. Vengeance means revenge, pratishodh lena. At the poet, at the last, the poet expresses his disgust and fear, leading him to run away from the damp. He refers to the frog as great smile king, suggesting their dominance and control over the damp. He feared that if he were to touch the frog's vein, it would stick to his hand, indicating his new mature understanding of the harsh realities of the nature. Here is the end of that death of naturalist. Please like, share, and subscribe our channel. Educational enjoy.